number 2, the 8 p.m. Pacific Eagle, 4 points north. Final destination, Klamath Falls, Oregon.
Dylan! Dylan, over here! Goodbye. I just want to wish you the best in life.
Thank you. Too.
All aboard!
Hey, what's going on?
We are. Now listen, I think it's about time we put your Christmas present to good use, don't you think? What about going to Hawaii today?
Now? Are you kidding?
Nick, I thought you were a man of impulse.
Well, I am. I mean, after I've had a chance to think things through a little bit.
Well, let's not think about it this time. Let's just do it. Obviously, you don't know what day this is.
I guess not.
It is the best day of the year for traveling.
Oh!
Listen, my horoscope even says so, and I've booked us a reservation at the Mauna Lea. You're going to love it.
Well,
You have to. There's no choice. And, Nick, it is the most romantic place on Earth.
more than this apartment?
Well, it's more scenic. What do you say?
That's what you want to do? Let's go.
All right, because, look, I know you're thinking a lot about Dylan, and I want to get your mind off of him. Well, off everything but me, of course. I want to distract you.
You've never had a problem with that. Just when things are getting interesting. I'll get it.
Nick, man, I gotta check out your record collection. I need a particular one, and I bet you got it. Hey, I hope
Kurt.
I'm not interrupting anything.
No.
It's James Taylor's Fire and Rain. You got that?
Uh-huh, on tape, not a record.
That's even better.
All right.
How are you?
I'm okay, except I miss seeing you as much as I used to.
Yeah, me too. You look terrific.
Thanks, so do you. What are you, on a scavenger hunt?
Yeah, I'm on a kind of nostalgic type of mission.
Oh, what, is for the police department? They having a disco party?
You sure ask a lot of questions, don't you?
You sure don't give many answers. Oh!
I want this back in one piece.
Hey, man, you know me. Listen, since I'm already making myself at home, can I use your phone?
Is this a local call?
I'm mostly local, just a couple to Hong Kong.
Sure, be my guest. Mind if I listen in?
Don't you have some laundry to do or something?
Leave him alone.
Hey! Hello. How you doing?
Hey.
Listen, Carl just called. We got a little problem on the oil rig.
What's wrong?
Well, he spotted an oil leak. I don't know how serious.
An oil leak?
Yeah, one of the drills probably forgot it was retired, started choking up on some oil. I don't know.
Hey, listen, if you guys need some help over there, I'll be glad to pitch in.
Thanks, we'll let you know. Listen, looks like we'll have to put off our Hawaiian trip for a little while longer. Since Dylan has left town, Sam and I are going to have to take care of the place. I'll call you.
Okay. Good luck, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
So how about it? What'd he say?
Yeah. What do you want me to wear?
Oh, I don't know, something.
Something. Well, that's a big help, something. Well, what time are you going to come by?
How's 7?
7's fine. I'll see you then.
Great, okay.
Okay.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye. Something. I think I can do better than something.
The important thing is that there are improvements in all your father's vital signs. His improvement's been steady and progressive, and the doctor said if it continues this way, You may see a fairly miraculous recovery.
Oh, this is wonderful. I think it's a miracle already that Daddy's off the life support systems.
Oh, yes, it is wonderful, isn't it?
I knew he was going to get better. I just knew it.
Nurse! Nurse! When I got the door open, I found him like that. The IV's halfway out of his arm.
Could that hurt him?
Yes, he could get an infection.
But how could that have happened?
He might have moved and pulled it out.
Or someone pulled it out deliberately.
Well, you were standing right outside. You know no one came in here.
Well, obviously, no one came in because you were outside. You didn't see anybody, right?
I fell asleep.
Wonderful. Is he all right?
He's all right. You don't have to worry.
Thank God.
He must have moved somehow and pulled it loose.
That would have to be quite a move, wouldn't it? I don't like any of this. Okay, Gina, let's get out of here. You too, Eden.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't want either of you anywhere near him.
Mason, you know, I'm real tired of
I don't
this.
want to argue. Out.
If she wants to stay, she can stay.
You have no say in this, Kirk.
Eden's his daughter. She has as much right to be in this room as you do.
All right. The door stays open.
Don't let him get to you, sweetheart.
But you stay out. And Gina, too. Let's go.
This is insane, Mason.
Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never.
Offhand, I'd say you like that song a lot.
Offhand, I'd say you're right.
Any special reason?
It's a great song. It was, let's just say it brings back memories.
Yeah, songs do that, don't they? I know what you mean. Good seeing you again, Cruz. Missed you.
Missed you too.
You know, after you and Eden broke up, I never thought I'd see you again.
You kidding?
You all right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, sure. I'm okay. I'm just trying to move on.
I hear you're seeing Santana.
Where'd you hear that?
Words get around. Santa Barbara's not a very big place, you know. Is that who you called before?
Yeah. So what about you and Nick? What's going on with you two?
That's what I call changing the subject.
Yeah, well, I'm interested in you two. I'm sorry.
We're fine.
Good. I hope that, scratch that, I know that things will work out for the two of you. I don't know two people that are better for each other.
Yeah, Nick's a wonderful man. Much too good for me.
Dylan,
What are you doing here?
working. You came and said goodbye. What was the big farewell speech all about?
Well, I meant it when I said it, but when the time came for me to get on the train, I couldn't bring myself to do it.
All right, some good common sense, just when I think you didn't have any.
A little. Not much. You know, I spent the whole night in the train station. I couldn't figure out a place I'd rather be than here.
Well, why don't you call somebody or something?
Well, I guess it was either too late in the evening or too early in the morning. Anyway, this means that I can stick around and be your best man if you need someone for that. And to live up to some of the responsibilities I've got around here. I realize that, too. You know, I started something here, and I want to see it through.
Well, wait a second. Am I dreaming, or did he actually say that?
You look a little disappointed, as if I'm still here.
No, it's not that.
Well, you don't seem too happy about
I
it.
just don't know that I believe you, that's all.
Believe what, Nick?
Why you decided to stay. Somehow it just doesn't ring true.
Hello. Well, you're certainly on time, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm sure Mason will be excited to see you. He must be exhausted from staying outside that door all night. Why don't you go on up and talk to him?
Hey, thank you.
A little crazy of Mason to set up guard like this, don't you think?
Mason is crazy.
Still, your husband's IV was pulled half out of place.
Please. Everybody knows he's recovering. Probably did it himself.
Maybe not. Maybe somebody got in there.
How? With Mason sitting outside the door all night?
Oh, please, asleep.
Okay, still, if anyone were to get near that door, I bet he would have snapped right out of it and come to.
Well, still, someone has tried to end your husband's life once. Oh, this place is really unhealthy. I think I'm going to get Eden out of here for a little while. The tension's too much for her.
Yes. That's a good idea. Tension's too much for all of us.
Yeah. I don't want Eden victimized by it.
Well, that's very good of you. Hello? Yes. I'd like to make a reservation, please. A single plane ticket. I'm not sure where I want to go. Des Moines. Oh, wait a minute. It's really too cold. How about Brazil? That's it. I want to go to Brazil.
So you only have to keep watch until 7. I'll take over for you again tonight.
Whatever you say, Mr. Campwell.
Fine. You need a newspaper, magazine, or anything?
No, sir. Thanks.
Good. Just don't let anybody slip by you again.
No, sir. Not by me.
Mason, don't you think an armed guard is overdoing it?
Why? Someone tried to murder him once already, and maybe yesterday and today as well.
The nurse said the IV moved because he obviously moved.
I don't want to take any chances. Nobody gets near him unless I know about it.
No, I think you're out of your mind.
I think the person who tried to murder him is.
You know, frankly, I suspect your motives for wanting to protect Daddy. Because you know very well the minute he wakes up, he's going to throw you out of this house.
Yeah, well, I know how hard you've been praying for that, Eden. But I've taken steps to ensure against it. And when I'm through, I think you'll find there's a big change at Capwell Enterprises and a big change in this family's attitude toward me. Dad's especially.
You know, Mason, whatever mistakes that I have made with the company, you're deluding yourself if you think you could have done better.
Anybody could have done better, Eden. You've made 2 critical errors. The first was missing out for that bid on the additional land. The second was the Samara acquisition. Now, I don't care how much you and Kurt try to paper it over, it's still going to show up on the bottom line.
Why don't you leave her alone, Mason? She has enough to contend with without you constantly sniping at her.
The ever-faithful Kirk, always making excuses for her, always picking her up when she's down. Manages to serve you well and serve you right, both at the same time.
Mason, just shut up.
You know, Kirk, she may not have fallen for you, but she sure stands up for you. I guess half a loaf is better than none. Now, I'm a little tired of being he who gets slapped around here.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see worse happen to you, Mason.
No doubt. You know, you really ought to tell your wife to control her temper, Kirk. Otherwise, it's going to get her in a lot of trouble. In fact, I guarantee it.
You know, I hate him. I know it's a really terrible thing to say, but I hate my own brother.
Take it easy now. Everything's going to be all right.
Whatever I do in the corporation, he turns it into some terrible, twisted mistake. He's got half the company executives turned against me just because of all of his stupid lies.
Don, he's going to do everything that he can to upset you as much as possible, but he's not going to beat us. He won't get control of the company. Once he sees that he can't, maybe he'll stop trying to hurt us personally, too.
Mason is not going to stop, and he's not going to let up. I just don't know how much longer I can stand this.
No, I'm getting you out of here, and I'm not taking no for an answer.
Will you stop dragging me around and tell me where we're going and why it has to be in such a rush?
I have the company planes waiting before us right now. I'm taking you to the airport, and we are flying up to Lake Tahoe for 2 days of skiing. The best thing in the world to get your mind off all these problems.
Don't be silly. It's going to create more problems. We can't go skiing now.
Why? What's to stop you?
100 things. For one, I don't even know where my skis are.
That's been taken care of. Your skis are right there along with your luggage.
Why did you do all this?
I didn't. I had Rosa pack. Now, come on, Eden. We're going to have a great time. You won't be sorry, for me talking you into this.
Look, Kirk, I can't go skiing now. Not with everything that's going on.
But now is exactly the time when you should take off, when things are going on. I'm not talking about a lifetime. This is just a weekend, Eden. Don't you see, when you come back, you'll be much stronger and more sure of yourself. Now, come on. Just an hour ago, you were telling me that you didn't know how much longer you could cope with Mason. Now, here I am, offering you a chance to get away from him for a little while, and you're resisting the whole idea.
Look, a weekend away from Mason is just a Band-Aid. I'm looking for a permanent cure.
But the rest will do you good, sweetheart. And if we put our minds together while we're up there, we just might come up with a solution for a permanent cure.
Look, the trouble is that Mason's up to something right now, and I don't think we should go away.
Oh, my God.
Who knows what we're going to come back to?
Eden, that man is always up to something. I mean, if we have to plan our lives around that threat, we might as well hand the company over now and retire. We're going. Come on, give me a hand with this stuff and take it out to the car.
Well, did you at least tell Rosa where we were going?
And the nurses. I've taken care of everything. Now all you have to do is let me take care of you.
Now you're getting better at that every day.
You don't think that I serve you right, as Mason said?
You gotta ignore that. I mean, you can't let Mason get to you either,
I'm not.
Got all those?
Yeah, got it. I won't let him. You're the only one that's gonna get to me now, sweetie. Come on, let's go ski every mountain.
Leaving?
Yeah, I got a busy day ahead.
And so many busy days behind you.
If you're bringing that to me, I think I'll just have something out.
No, actually, it wasn't for you. My days of bringing things to you are over.
I'm sure that's a great relief for both of us.
Well, I guess Kirk and Eden are going out of town.
Well, they should. Youth cries out for youth. Isn't that how it goes?
I don't know. I do know where they're going, though.
Really?
Rosa told me.
Really?
They're going skiing to Lake Tahoe for a couple of days.
Well, that must be nice to be able to just pick up and leave without any worries, no responsibilities, despite the fact she's supposed to be running a major corporation.
Certainly wish I could go somewhere.
Yeah, well, why don't you run after them? I'm sure there's room. Yes, it's Mason Capwell. I just wanted to let you know that I'm leaving. Oh, 15 minutes at the outside? Fine, I'll see you then.
Have a good day.
Words never fail you, do they, Gina?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Are you hungry? I brought you something to eat.
Oh, that's real nice of you.
I just wanted you to know that there aren't any hard feelings about what happened yesterday. At least not on my part.
Oh, none on mine either.
Good. I made you some soup and a sandwich.
Thanks, Miss Capwell, but I brought my own.
Well, at least have some of the soup.
No, thanks.
Why not?
Well, I don't really like soup.
What do you mean you don't really like soup?
Well, thanks anyway, but I really appreciate the thought.
I appreciate the thought.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, wow.
Are those jeans?
Yeah.
I
I think we got our wires mixed up.
Did I say
Yeah.
to wear some dress up?
No, you didn't. You didn't say anything. I don't think we really match, do we?
No, but hey, you look. I don't mind at all if you don't.
I think I'll change. Okay. Why don't you fix yourself something to drink, okay?
Yeah. You look great.
Thanks. Why don't you tell me where we're going this time?
Yeah. Remember that date we went on? Double date, you and I. We said we weren't together about 8 or 9 years ago. Yeah, there was 4 of us. There was I don't know. We went to like the movies and a restaurant and then the beach.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was dating a buddy of yours, Barry, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, that was the worst date of my entire life. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult your friends, but I owe you the truth, don't I?
Yeah.
Remember, we argued the whole night, Barry and myself.
Oh yeah. It was kind of, it was one of the worst dates of my life too. I don't even remember her name.
Annie.
Annie, yeah, she's a friend of yours, right?
Yes.
Well, you won't believe this, but the same movie is playing in town tonight, and I figured we could go to the same restaurant and the same movie and do it right.
With Barry and Annie?
No, I was thinking of leaving them out.
Good. What was that movie that we saw that night? Was it, wasn't Aunt Margaret in it? Cruz? Was she or wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. That's great looking. That look nice.
You were a million miles away just then. Where were you?
I was here and there. Go ahead and change.
Evening, Tom.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Capwell. 7 o'clock, right on the dot.
Everything been all right?
It's been quiet as a mouse around here.
Good. Well, you can leave now. I know it's been a long day for you.
All right, Mr. Capwell.
Tom,
Thank you.
Before you go, would you do me a favor, though?
Sure.
Down at the bottom of the stairs, there's a card table with a box by it. There's a tablecloth, a candlestick, some silverware in it. Would you bring those up to me?
Sure, no problem. Sounds like you're going to have a party tonight.
Just a small party for 2.
That's the best kind, right?
Hi, Dennis. It's Mason. Yeah, listen, I was wondering if you would mind having dinner over here tonight. About 8 o'clock? Whoa, no. No, it'll just be the 2 of us.
Hey, I've been worried about you.
Sorry.
Listen, I just put dinner in the oven. It's going to be about an hour or so.
That's all right. I'm not that hungry anyway.
Did you get the oil leak fixed or whatever it was?
Oh, yeah. By the way, Dylan's back. Well, actually, he never left.
He didn't. Where's he been?
He said he spent the night at the train station.
But he seemed so definite about going yesterday.
Well, he says he's decided that he can't run away from the responsibility of the casino. Yeah. I think there's more to it than that.
What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean. I just think that he is keeping something from me.
You aren't glad that he stayed, are you?
Oh, no. He's my brother. And I'll tell you something right now. I wish he'd left. I wish he'd left a lot sooner before he got us all involved in this casino dream of his.
I thought you believed in it, Nick.
All I can tell you is this. He's going to treat this like he's treated all of his scams. He's going to get what he can out of it, then he's going to sell us down the river. This is not the first time it's happened. I'm still so angry at him, all right? At the whole situation.
At me?
You? No, I'm, oh, I don't know.
You know, I wish we could get back to the way things were before.
I do too. But things have changed.
I still love you. Nothing's changed that.
You mean that?
Yeah. And don't mistrust me on that. Please don't.
I want to believe you. I love you.
Then do. Because I love you too.
The delivery for Mason Capwell, Twin Dragon Jetron Restaurant.
Oh, come on in. You can put it right there. The restaurant you worked for called. They asked you to call them when you got here. You can use that phone in the other room. I'm waiting for a call on this one.
Thank you. Strange. They said they didn't call.
Really? Well, it must be some kind of mistake because they did call.
Anyway, it comes to $20.50.
I'm sorry, I don't have any money on me. Why don't you take the food upstairs to Mr. Capwell and he'll pay you?
Upstairs?
Yes. You can use those right there. You'll find him sitting in a chair outside in the hallway.
Really? In the hallway?
Yes, Mr. Capwell's rather eccentric. Go ahead. All right, really. Hello? Is this Janice Harrison? Hi. This is Mr. Capwell's secretary. He asked me to phone you and tell you that he won't be able to keep your engagement with him this evening. Yes, I'm afraid he's been detained. He'll be giving you all the details tomorrow. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yes, speak to him about it tomorrow.
Hope you're gonna like this.
I'm bound to. You're a terrific cook.
Oh, I'm a recipe cook. If I can read, I can cook it, right? And when I cook for two people, we have unexpected guests. Listen, whoever it is, you can't invite them to stay, okay?
I wouldn't dream of it. Well, it's the bad penny. What are you doing here?
Just turning up. I'm sorry I didn't call. But when you left the oil rig, I think we left some things dangling. Kelly,
Hi, Dylan.
you haven't asked me in.
We were just about to have dinner.
Oh.
Come on in for a minute. Come on.
Thanks. Smells good.
Nice try, but I'm not going to invite you to stay.
I wasn't hinting. Nick, what I wanted to say is that no matter what you think about me, or whatever I've done, I never meant to hurt you.
I believe you. You do all right, even without trying.
Yeah, I guess I do. I know that I have botched things up in the past, but that is over. I swear to it.
Good. Anything else?
Well, yeah, there's a lot else. And you'd make it a lot easier to say if you'd be a little more forgiving. I mean, if you just unbend a little bit.
I wish I could.
I guess it would have been a good idea for me to stay away, huh?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, chap.
Well, obviously it was a mistake for me to come here tonight. Okay, all right, it was a mistake. I'll just say one more thing and then I'll go. I love you. And it's not just because you're my brother. It's because I think you're a hell of a man.
Thank you.
Want to shake?
I love you, Dylan. You know that.
Just a friend.
What's his
I really can't believe that we saw this movie 9 years ago.
I asked you who he is.
Seems like last week.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been seeing him?
A lot must have happened last week.
I thought I meant something to you. And you don't have any right to tell me who I can and can't see. Sit down.
What?
I said sit down. Get out of
Just
my
looking at you, that's all.
You're not really enjoying the flight, are you?
Oh, it's fine, really.
Yeah, it's great. Let me get out of here.
Where are we going?
Well, what do you say we go to the same place we went that night?
The beach?
Yeah, the beach.
Here, I thought we'd share this.
Maybe just a sip. I'm so tired. I think you put me out.
Had fun, though, didn't you?
Oh, it was wonderful. I forgot how free it makes you feel.
I didn't know you were so good on skis.
Well, it's a capo training, you know. We learn how to ski, we ride, we fly. I think we do everything but juggle and tame lions.
You'd probably be good at that, too.
You know, I actually owned a baby cougar once.
No kidding.
Yeah. But it scratched me and Daddy made me give him back to the zoo.
Smart man. That wouldn't have been the last scratch.
Oh, I was heartbroken for months, though. Tend to carry long torches.
I've noticed. I'm sorry. I shouldn't knock it. You're a very loyal person.
It's all right.
Feeling more relaxed now?
I can't help thinking about Daddy, though.
Yes, well, he'll be fine. You know he's getting better.
You know, I tend to wonder, though, if it's been for him like a long sleep or if he's heard us talking to him.
Eden, we've come such a long way to get away from that house. Let's not think about what's going on back there tonight.
I'm sorry.
You ever noticed how our conversations wind up with you talking about your father?
He's the most important man in my life.
And what am I?
Kirk, what I'm trying to tell you is that he's the single most important influence in my life. He's my father, and I love him. You have to understand that.
I know.
And he's obviously an extraordinary man.
Yes, he is. And you'll see this as soon as he gets better.
Good. But I still want us to concentrate on us tonight. Let's not waste a cold, snowy evening sitting by a fire, thinking about anything else but us. Let's not waste a minute of the time that we spend together, Eden. No matter where we are.
How charming. Dinner for two in the hallway. You always were so inventive, Mason.
Yes. Two's company, Gina. You're a crowd.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. You see, Janice called and she said that she wouldn't be able to make it tonight. I'm afraid you'll be dining alone.
Janice called? I didn't hear the phone ring.
He probably didn't want to bother you. Actually, I was picking up the phone to make a call, and, well, Janice was calling us. I hope you won't be bitterly disappointed.
No, it's just that I'm stuck with a rather large Szechuan dinner for one. Unless you'd care to join me?
Well, goodness, no. I mean, a minute ago, I was a crowd.
I was kidding. I just hate to see good food go to waste.
Yes, well, it would be a waste on me, Mason. You see, I don't like exotic foods. You never know what they have in them.
Well, in spite of your cosmopolitan airs, you're still just a simple country girl at heart, huh, Gina?
That's right. So you're just going to have to spend the evening alone.
Oh, what is happening to me?
Maybe this wasn't such a great idea after all, you know. You didn't like the movie still, and it's even colder tonight than it was 9 years ago.
Oh, I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
You still haven't even told me what's on that tape player of yours.
I think I made a big enough fool of myself already, don't you?
Oh, come on, show me.
Well, it's no big deal, you know. It's just a song.
That's the song that they were playing on the radio that night.
Yeah, over and over again, yeah.
I love it.
So do I.
Just yesterday morning.
You know, there were some really wonderful things that happened that night. Except I kept wishing that you were my date instead of Barry.
I was wishing that too. You know, I would have asked you out, but I didn't think you were interested.
Just can't remember.
Really, I would have jumped at the chance.
Well, you never acted interested.
Well, I guess it was false pride. I was so afraid that you would think that you could just sweep me off my feet.
And I was worried that I'd be rejected.
Well, there was also something else. Our parents really wanted us to get together. And I resisted that.
I felt that too.
I often wonder what it would have been like if I had dropped a few hints.
I guess our lives would have turned out differently if you had done that.
I wonder.
I seen rain. Seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I seen lonely times when I could not find a friend.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry, I had a chill.
A chill in front of a fire like this?
No, I mean a premonition. Well, I've had them before. I had one when we thought Sophia had drowned, and oh my God, when Daddy had his stroke. Oh, something bad happened.
Eden, don't you think you read just a little fanciful? There's no such thing as a premonition. What are you doing?
I'm calling home. I want to make sure everything's all right.
Help.
Hello?